Hello everyone, I'm here with my 12-year-old son and we're here on his YouTube channel. Hopefully you've subscribed already, that's why you're watching this. Make sure that you like and you share. And our discussion for today is going to be about
Scammers.
Scammers or scamming or the Nigerian scam.
Give me your gold bracelet.
However you wanna. How is that a scam? That's a theft.
Oh, if you give me your gold bracelet, I'll give you this box that has $100 in it. Okay, deal?
The bracelet's worth $100, so if you're gonna give me anything for my bracelet, it's gonna have to be more than double what I paid. So you want to say $200?
There's gold bars in here. How about that?
Okay, well I have to see them first. You're supposed to say trust me. They're in here, and if you make me look at it, you're not gonna get them, and I'm leaving right now. This is a one-time only deal.
Yeah, it is 10 seconds. Whoa, what's
See, that's a good example of a scam. So he wanted my bracelet. He's trying to offer me $100, and he didn't know what the value of my bracelet was. So
I gave you these $30 off Gatorade. See?
30 or 3?
See, it says 30. See?
All right, sit down. I think you made the point. So we're gonna have a little discussion about scamming, and this topic is pretty close to our hearts because we're in a household right now that's in turmoil because of these scam artists. Not just any scam artists, but scam artists that prey on the elderly. And I want you to explain why we're talking about this discussion on scams today.
Well, basically, my grandmother and his mother, she has...
His grandmother is my mother. You said my grandmother and his mother.
Okay.
As if they're two separate people.
Okay, so basically...
They don't know that.
Basically, she has given away $70,000, as we know of.
Why would you start from the beginning? She was introduced to internet dating.
Yeah.
Give a little bit of background. It might help the people at home understand why we're having this discussion today.
So basically, my 79-year-old grandmother, she was introduced to online dating because she was widowed. How many years ago? 2, 3?
Since June of 2014.
Okay, and basically she has been widowed since then, and she has been sad, and she was looking
lonely.
Lonely, sad and lonely. She was looking for someone, and someone introduced her to online dating.
Her oldest son, not me.
Yeah.
I'm her youngest.
And so basically, she was introduced to online dating, and she found...
What they found.
Yeah. No.
The scammers found.
Yeah, they found her, but she found about 5 people that she thought were real. Most of them didn't want to FaceTime her, and they didn't have any proof that she was real.
That they were real.
Yeah, she had 100% belief that they were real. And eventually, over the course of 7 months, she sent over $70,000 that we know.
Well, now we know 71,000.
Yeah. And would you like to share any facts?
Okay, so the reason why we're talking about the topic of scamming is because this has caused no undue stress to our household. The relationships that she developed started in, I would say, late February, maybe early February to late February. The money transfers began in mid-March, and since mid-March through today's date, which is November 5th, 2017. This is all in the year of 2017, mind you. She's given, we know for a fact, with bank statements, with statements from Western Union, from her annuity that she cashed out that started out at $60,000. The entire amount that we know of, okay, there's probably more money, but is at least standing at right now 71,000. Fact. Okay. So anyway, what we want to talk about this scamming topic today is so that maybe we can send out this message in our experience from the perspective of a father and a 12-year-old son, that maybe you guys experiencing the same thing will find this video somewhat uplifting, or at least maybe to give you a direction as far as you knowing that you're not alone, and that here's at least 2 individuals going through it as of the recording of this video, and maybe that will help you. Yes.
If you come across people on online dating that are engineers, should not do that because all
Don't friend them.
Yeah.
Don't flirt with them. Don't
all
correspond with them.
all 5 people that she was talking to were engineers,
And they're all what race? According to the profiles.
Nigerian.
No. Profiles said they were
South African.
Caucasian. They're all white. They had a picture of a white person.
Oh, yeah.
Their profiles home said they were somewhere local. So I think most of the people that she had talked to, we live in the city of Riverside, California, and most of the profiles were in the next county over. I believe Upland or Rancho Cucamonga or Fontana. At least that's where they were pretending that they were housed from.
There was also one guy in Portland and one guy in South Africa.
Well, no, the South African said that he was in Upland, California, which is just in the next county over from us, and that's why she said she was talking to him. But of course, it turned out that he was a Nigerian, and at the time that my mom was talking to him, he said, "Oh, I'm in Miami." But then all of a sudden, oh, he's stuck in South Africa by chance, and he was trying to get back to, of all places, Upland.
Why would you believe that? You gullible dummy.
Well, that's the thing about scamming that you have to understand, and the audience has to understand, is that scammers are out looking for a sucker. And suckers are born every minute. It could happen to me, it could happen to him, it could happen to anybody. Because, excuse me, you gonna pause it?
No. Tell him go away. We're making a video.
Yeah, what's up?
We're making a video. Yeah, you call him back, Dad.
Okay, we're filming a video, so let me call you right back.
The rude
Right,
son.
we're done. All right. Sorry about the interruption, folks.
Down on them haters. Down on them haters.
But anyway, what you have to understand as scam artists work, they work to convince you that they're real and everything that they're going to promise you is going to come true eventually. It's almost in a way, I won't say it, but kind of like religion. Everyone thinks that, oh, God's coming back or
You
Jesus
have
is
to
coming
believe.
back.
You have to
and
believe. It's all about
people
trust.
can take those kind of ideas and facts and try to manipulate you with the use of them. So scammers have basically convinced his grandmother, my mother, that they're millionaires, that they're stuck away from their money, and if only they could get some help or assistance from her, which after the first week of knowing her, calling her baby and calling her sweetheart and saying, "I love you" and how beautiful you are, and then they exchange phone numbers, and she doesn't understand that these phone numbers are just burner phones. These aren't numbers that you're going to be able to trace back to anyone or any address.
And they're unknown callers.
And, over the period of this, 9-month period, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, we've learned a lot of tricks on how to try and track these people, right?
Yeah.
What's some of the things that we've learned how to try and discover that these people are real or not real?
Well, basically, you can easily go into reverseimage.com. It's you can access it on any website, like Google, Yahoo, anything like that. You just search reverseimage.com, and then you click and drag an image, and it finds the original image and the name of the person or whoever it may be. So it could be like John Horn, it could be Jack something. Like one guy, he was on the picture, the profile. It looked like a white guy, and then his voice sounded like a Hindu South African dude. And so when I traced back the image, it came back as Jack, and the guy said that his name was John Horn, which was an absolute lie.
Yeah.
And also with that guy, his caller was blocked, and it was an unknown caller ID. So you have no idea, you have no way of tracing back to it, unless like he sends you like an IP address of a computer or something.
But at some point, he was letting some of the calls come through, we think, by accident, because they were going directly from, or they were identifying as directly from Nigeria.
Yeah.
However, we're kind of skipping way far ahead, but the basic timeline of the scam that we're trying to discuss, being elderly scams, started with the dating site. Then they kind of like lured her in by pretending that they were people that they weren't. They were promising her wealth amongst, all the other things that they were promising her. One scam artist, I would say about halfway through all the scamming, when she was already like $55,000 into the scam. So it was towards the end of the whole $70,000 scam. But one guy, he used his credit card, probably a stolen credit card or a credit card under an alias, gave her the credit card number and said, hey, I'm going to pay your bill for X. Of course, it was stuff that she bought for the scammer, okay? But he wanted to pay her with his credit card. So he had her pay 2 payments of like $556, some weird amount, on her credit card to pay off these things. Well, they took that information. I've never even heard about this. I'm 46 years old. This is the first experience I'm hearing about this. They took the billing information that they got from her paying the $556 for the item 2 times and started charging stuff on her credit card. And one of the main charges that went through, because it was the minimal of charges, it was like $13.20 was a place for a service in Nigeria, of all places. So anyway, so that was one of the things that the scam artist used to scam her even more on top of that. So what do you got to say?
Crazy. Absolute crazy.
So how has this whole scam thing affected you, son? What happened? How are you part of the scam? Like, what was the consequences on you in the scam?
Well, basically, I have like a small like savings account that me and my dad opened for me, and over like the past few months, I had like 5 months ago, I had $3,500 in there, somewhere around that, and then recently, I only have $2,100 in there, around $2,100. So she basically borrows it, and she was going to pay it back. And she says she's already paid all of it back, which she has paid almost none.
Almost none. We probably got about $1,000 out of $4,500 back, and she thinks that's us paid back.
Yeah.
And in the meantime,
she only paid me $300 back, but Dad's account, how much did you get taken away?
approximately $2,500. So it was about $4,500 total, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, but everything's recorded in the bank statement, so nobody can make up any numbers.
So how would you guys feel if you got scammed, or like you're
part of a scam, or the consequence of a scam was
one of your family members took like $2,000 or $1,000 from your bank account without your acknowledgement or your permission, and they said they were going to pay you back, but they never did. Like, how would you feel? Please let us know down in the comments.
Please like, subscribe, and share. Bye.